everyone and welcome back to Becoming a Polyglot with today another video for the Korean Academy where I will be sharing with you some of my favorite Korean workbooks but also very honest opinions about them, honest reviews, and I'd love to share that with you. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Vera. I am an English teacher here in the Netherlands and I am currently learning a lot of languages as a hobby on my own, and if you're looking to do the same, then you're on the right channel. The workbooks that I'm about to show you are all the Korean workbooks that I currently have, that I've currently been using, or at least some of them I haven't used yet, and I would love to share with you my honest opinion about those. But before we get started, obviously all the workbooks are linked below in the description, so you can buy them as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so starting off with the very first Korean workbook that I bought is this one, the Korean Hangul writing workbook. And the reason that I bought this particular workbook in the first place is because I did not know the Hangul alphabet yet. And also, when I started learning Mandarin Chinese, I had a similar kind of workbook. Because this workbook allows you to practice your syllable writing. And I used the same kind of method for learning Mandarin Chinese, learning all the characters and such. So I thought, okay, this is what I need. This is just a Hangul crash course in syllable writing, words writing. Let's see what it looks like. As you can see, you have a basic syllable chart, and this is actually the kind of sheets that you can expect in this workbook. Of course, all the way at the beginning, they will explain to you the different Hangul syllable blocks. One thing that I really like about this book is that it has a lot of explanation as well. They will explain to you the different syllable blocks and vowels and what kind of sounds it makes. So that's really nice. There's no audio involved in this workbook, so that's maybe too bad. But anyhow, I thought this was really beneficial anyways. As you can see, this is how I started practicing the Hangul alphabet. The one thing I did not like about this workbook is the fact that you don't really learn words. Somehow I hoped to see vocab in between these syllable blocks, consonants as well, and that was not included. Until I looked all the way at the end. There are actually several worksheets for learning your very first vocabulary. This workbook therefore does include some vocab, but I have to say it is not much. Anyhow, I think it's a very good start to your Korean journey, to your language journey, to your Hangul journey, and is therefore what I used as well. Moving on to the language method you probably all know, and it's Talk to Me in Korean. And I bought 3 books, starting with the first one, Talk to Me in Korean Level 1. This is a very popular workbook. I saw it on everyone's Instagram page, so I thought, let's give this a go. What I especially love about Talk to Me in Korean in general is that not only are their lessons very comprehensible, they're very short, so that's nice. They also have audio, so you can listen to the exercises, to the text being read out loud. You can find this audio on talktomeinkorean.com or just on Spotify. Throughout this book, you have the same kind of format. First, they will talk a bit about the words that you are going to study, and once again, listen to the audio if you want to. Then you'll learn the new vocab and phrases, and then use them in one of the exercises. To be completely honest, I really did like this workbook, but I thought it was a bit too easy. That being said, this is of course a very beginner level workbook. I of course am at the beginner level of Korean, but it's just I felt like this workbook it went a bit slow. I think that's the right word. It went a bit slow, and to then have the exact same method for each and every lesson, the same structure for each and every lesson, I find myself feeling a bit bored by this workbook. That's, I think, the better word for it. Anyhow, it did really help me with the very first words and phrases, mostly phrases, because I do really like the sample sentences. Moving on, Korean Q&A sentence patterns. This is the book that I bought since I found myself struggling very much with the sentence patterns. This is a bit of an older book by Talk to Me in Korean, but that doesn't matter to me at all. It is solely focusing on the Korean sentence patterns, as the title says. What a surprise! Each chapter has a new theme, so that's really nice. And this entire book consists of phrases that you can actually use in real life, so that is what I needed. So let's just look at an example. You do definitely need to know the Hangul alphabet if you want to use this book, but after that it's very beginner friendly. Okay, so this chapter has to do with food, as you can see, and here are some questions that you could ask or have something to do with food. What I love about it is that they also implement basic grammar, so therefore it's very beginner friendly. And here you find some answers to actually use for those questions and a vocabulary review. And as you can see, the vocab is not that advanced. They will really start with to eat, food, because words you use in a daily life. Allergy, I always find that a very important one to know in any language, honestly. So this is a very great book to use for your sentences. Yeah. If you're planning a trip to Korea, I would highly recommend grabbing this book, take it with you. As I feel like this would honestly prepare you for a trip to Korea and being able to speak to the locals over there. But of course, if you want to be able to understand sentence patterns and be able to read Hangul more fluently, then all you have to do is read. And that sounds more easy than it is, of course, reading in a foreign language. Anyhow, Easy Korean Reading for Beginners by Talk to Me in Korean was the book I picked up as I thought I needed it. This is just, first of all, a very cute book. I really like the sketches that you can see. Maybe it looks like it's meant for children, this book, but it definitely is not. It's really for beginners of learning the Korean language. So the target audience is not necessarily children. So you see that we have all kinds of different stories here. I feel like the material in this book is really authentic. Just as the last book that I showed you. So this is what it looks like. We have a little story about cooking. And honestly, I really do like the pictures involved. It does help you, honestly. I always recommend people to read comics, manga, anything, I don't know, with pictures. Because that will really help you. But this is just one short story. And if you've read it, then you can try to read out loud. And as you can see, once again, top left corner, it can be read out loud with audio as well. Okay, so you can read it out loud, make some notes about the vocab you don't know, and then we have the translation on here as well. If we go through the book, you see that the vocabulary does really become more difficult, which is good. I like that, but I'm not there yet. I haven't started using this workbook yet, so I have yet to give my honest opinion about it. But so far, I think it looks really good, honestly. I think it looks cute, I think it looks comprehensible, and authentic. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad that I bought this book. Just to mention it briefly, when I went to France, I always go to the big supermarkets, and I saw this one, Kimchi it's called, which I really like. And it's a book for learning Korean, but then of course in French. So I bought this little workbook because I thought it was fun that everything was translated to French and the other way around, of course, so it would help my French. And I actually hoped that I would pick up my French with this little workbook as well, whilst learning Korean in the meantime. I mean, wouldn't that be great? It's small, you can put it in your backpack, you can put it in your suitcase really easily and take it on the go. And that's what I liked about it, so therefore I bought it. And then the book that everyone kept on asking for. Here it is. Learn Korean with BTS. Honestly, my very honest review, it's positive. It's a positive review. No, I am a huge fan of this workbook and of the content, and that's not necessarily because of BTS, because BTS is actually rarely in it. No, it's because of the pen that belongs to this book, and this pen will read everything out loud when you touch the paper. If you want to see a full unboxing, then check out my other video of the Learn Korean with BTS unboxing. This is one I highly recommend. So if you see it maybe second-handed, definitely pick it up. Take it with you, bring it home, and start learning Korean. Alright, we're back. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, everything is mentioned in the description down below, so you can check it out as well. And if you have any suggestions or anything you want to see for the upcoming videos about Korea, the Korean language, definitely let me know. I was actually planning on doing a video about some language apps that I have and my honest reviews about those too, as I have some really good ones that I want to share with you. So let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, everything, you know what to do, and then I'll see you next time. Alright, bye bye!